Jejora, Denis, Jejota.
Right here.
Normally I have some crown crates left. The thing is, I don't know where. It should be there. Oh, there it should be.
Pakruti welcomes you. So much of his business is carried out through couriers. It is nice. Until next time.
Sadly. But hey, no worries. What can I do? The blacksmithing station. Sabatons. Make room for science. So what is the current quest I am on? Maybe I should first check with the stable master and get my research done there.
Welcome, friend.
Okay, pretty cool. Yoink! Boink. Let's take the steed.
Blade Master Kasura. Blade Master Kasura.
Ayo, I know you don't have to tell me that again. So chat, please talk to me. The Valley of Blades. Again with that one? Okay. The Akir Desert. Stormhaven. Okay, situated at the head of the strategic Iliac Bay, Stormhaven is the geographic center of High Rock and also home to the great trading city of Wayrest, capital of the Daggerfall Covenant. Okay. Almost run over a chicken. Gotta help it back up. Not needed, okay. Jumping over the cart. Oh no, he's dead. No, don't touch me. No, leave me alone. My poor horse. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I have a better view on where to go here. I'm actually quite near. Am I? Pure water, perfect. Bankorai. Never been in Bankorai. Seems like it was under siege? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
If this isn't the dumbest strategy I tell you, I won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. Our forces decimated. Crows are everywhere. People have lost hope. Bring Strasnok's head to Captain Huron at the south gate. That'll be a big win for us.
Who's ruling the
The
kingdom?
king's brother, Duke Renchant. He's at least acting as regent right now. Should have been Queen Argella who took over, but she's not been herself. Understandable after losing her husband and her children, but the people miss her.
The people don't like the Duke?
I wouldn't say that. They just don't know him. Renchant's doing the best he can with what he's got. He's taking action. He's the one who put Captain Huron in charge of defenses. I'm trying not to hold that against him, though.
You don't think Captain Huron knows what he's doing? Or where did all the crows come from?
Beats the oblivion out of me. Ever since King Aemon died, they've been showing up all over the city. With all their cackling, it's a damn plague. Creepy, too. They're just sitting there, watching us. It's like they've come to see us all die.
You don't think Captain Huron, damn, I can't say that name, knows what he's doing? Where?
I shouldn't talk bad about the captain.
Damn.
He's probably the right man for the job. He's a Nord, and he's fought the Reachmen before. With most of our officers dead, the Duke only had so many options. We had to have someone new.
What happened to the old guard, Captain?
Sir Jarned? Poor old sot. He was escorting Princess Alara when she got ambushed and killed. Jarned would have been better off if he had died there too. I thought the Queen was going to have him executed. He got off lucky, really.
Goodbye. Thank you for having this chat with me. Now I saw something important. A sky shard! Woohoo! Q. Exit, no. J. The questing. I'm going to do that one first and then the main quest here. I can get there, but I need to be outside this city. Okay. Yoink! Ah!
What do John and Jod send us now? What does Crazy Eye see here? Another sleek walker? Good! These Knights of St. Pellen need all the help they can get. Crazy Eye and the other Bandari have done all they can. Maybe it's your turn to help now.
Why do the knights need help?
Are you living in a dog's den? Imperial skirmishers have been raiding this camp, stealing the Knight's supplies. This one and friends were just passing through, but the Bandari help when they can. Like Crazy Eye doesn't have anything better to do.
I'm sure the knights appreciate your help, though.
Ah! If the knights appreciated the Bandari, they'd fatten this one's purse. Crazy Eye doesn't like to work for free, do you? Or maybe since you're not Bandari, they'll pay you. If you want to help, see the Knight Commander Sherilyn.
I think the Knight Commander... I'll talk to the Knight Commander then.
Tell the Knight Commander you want to help stop the Imperial raids. Tell her Crazy Eye sent you too. Tell her this one deserves a little present. Or several presents. Several shiny presents.
The Imperials have raided more than once?
Yes, 3 times in recent days. Crazy Eye was only here for the last raid, but she saw them coming. Even put an arrow between a few pairs of eyes. They still managed to steal more supplies though, yes? Very tricky are these unclawed skeevers.
Where did the Imperials come from?
No one knows. Crazy Eye surely doesn't. This one's heard rumors of Imperials attacking cities in southern Bankorai. But this is too far north, no? Maybe they're trying to attack supply lines to the garrison.
So the Bandari are helping defend the camp?
For the present. If things get too dirty though, Crazy Eye will save her own hide. This one and other Bandari are not mercenaries. We're traders.
And the knights aren't giving you any compensation?
No! So unfair too. Crazy Eye's been guarding this gate for hours and hours when she could be back in her tent taking a cozy little nap. Should tell the Knight Captain. Tell her to give us something.
Why do the knights even have a camp here?
Here at the Martyr's Crossing. Important trade routes run through here between North and South Bankorai, yes? And supply lines from Evermore to Bankorai Garrison. This one was told that the Knights of St. Pelin have always guarded this place.
Okay, goodbye. I was doing this one.
Do not concern yourself with me. My wounds are only superficial. There are many here in greater need of assistance than myself.
I have Malachi Leki's memory stone.
You do? I was told the Knights of St. Pelin might return it, but with the attack on the garrison, I had given up. This is beyond amazing. I know King Vaharajad will be grateful, and you have my personal thanks as well.
Yeah, I get a thing. I get a ring.
All Sentinel will be thrilled at the return of the Memory Stone. It is a sacred relic, you know.
Really?
I will tell the king your name, so he will know who did this.
Why is Makala Leki's stone, memory stone, so important?
Makela Leki was the greatest sword singer who ever lived by many people's estimation, and the stone is a record of her thoughts and experiences. It will take scholars many years to decipher the information within, but it will be worth it.
Good, thank you. That was that quest. Now I can go up this one.
There's a sight for us. Frankly, this place isn't easy to defend. It was originally just a little 2-man outpost, here to guard the road. With enemies to the north and south, we decided to increase our presence here. Turns out that was a mistake.
Why was that a mistake?
Damned garrison commander decided to stockpile extra weapons and food here too. So we wound up sitting on a bunch of supplies we couldn't protect. Most of it's gone now, though. If we're raided again, we might as well just retreat to Evermore.
Is there some way I can help?
By St. Pelin's beard. Of course there is. Biggest problem right now is the Bandari. I've got wounded knights, but my healers can't heal them without supplies. I know the Bandari are sitting on a bunch of poultices. They need to share.
You want me to talk to the Bandari?
That's what I was hoping. Old Silverpaws over there is the one calling the shots for them. See if you can convince him to cough up some of those poultices. We've got lives on the line here.
I'll talk to him and see what I can do.
Try not to let that Bandari skeeve out of doing his part. Those damn cats have an excuse for everything.
Are you paying the Bandari for their assistance?
Of course not. The Knights of St. Pelin set up an outpost here to protect the trade routes. The Bandari's livelihood depends on us keeping Martyr's Crossing safe. We shouldn't have to pay them to help protect it.
What about taking the fight to the Imperials? Or what makes you think they'll raid again?
You think the supplies are all they wanted? Not a chance. Those fobbing bastards want to drive us out. They're trying to break the supply lines between Evermore and Bankarai Garrison. They'll keep raiding until they do.
What about taking the fight to the Imperials?
We have to figure out where they're coming from first. So far, the Imperials have been raiding at night. I sent scouts to try to track them, but they never came back.
Ah, goodbye then. I'll talk to the guy first. I see a gemstone! A sky shard for me? This one now has 2 collected pieces. Silver Paws! Hello! I have seen you before.
Greetings. Normally I would take pride in telling you that I am the most worldly Bandari merchant in all Tamriel. I would present you with a lavish display of the amazing variety of goods I have to offer, but I cannot do that today.
Have the Imperials taken your supplies as well?
Not everything, but they did seize some of our goods in the last raid. Me and the other Bandari were busy helping the knights defend the barricades. We didn't see the Imperials slip into our tents and steal our most valuable possessions.
What about poultices? The knights need poultices to heal their wounds.
Do they? Did Knight Commander Sherilyn send you over to ask this of me? Can she not even show Silver Paws the respect of asking herself? Of course not. Either way, we can spare no further supplies. We've given the knights everything we can. I wonder what the Knights of St. Pelen would do if the scales were tipped the other way. Would they give up their supplies for a group of Bandari merchants? I won't have these knights' blood on my hands, though. I will take the high road.
I appreciate that. So you'll give me the poultices?
Well, there is a thing about the poultices. We do not have them just yet. The good news is that I had foreseen the need for them, so I sent our herbalists out to gather what they needed, but they haven't returned yet.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
I didn't want to concern you. I thought the herbalists would be back any minute now, but now that I think about it, they have been gone a long time. I hope nothing unfortunate has befallen them.
Do you know where they went?
They went up to the water. They needed a special algae from the lake. Don't tell anyone, but that's one of the key ingredients in the Bandari poultices. If something happened to them at the lake, though, I don't know.
I'll look for the Bandari herbalist by the lake. So let me check the map. The lake is over there. I can put my waypoint. I'm on my way. Ooh, that's nice. I always press the wrong button with that. That's an ogre. Oh, even worse. Fire Jesus, go! Ooh. A Lamia and a Lam. Ooh, damn.
This one thought we were troll food. Silver Paws takes care of us. He would have been so proud of Deep Swimmer. We made all the poultices he asked for. But now, so many of us died. Silver Paws will be sad.
So you have the poultices.
Yes, they are needed, aren't they? Silver Paws knew they would be. The trolls weren't the only threat Deep Swimmer found here, though. He saw Imperials coming in on boats. This one thinks they will soon raid the crossing again.
We need to warn the Knight Commander.
This one agrees. If the way is clear, we will run then. We will get these poultices back and put the guards on alert. This time, we will be ready for those dungy shave skins.
Alright. Get going then. I'll be right behind you.
Run fast, friends. Follow Deep Swimmer. And don't drop any poultices.
Oh, look a deer! Cute little animal. Nightshade. Always good to have. Boom.
The herbalists weren't lying, Knight Commander.
How do you know?
This one saw the Imperials with her own two eyes.
Headed towards the crossing? How many?
This one didn't count them, but there were many.
Time to make our stand then. Tell the other Bandari to be ready. St. Pelin's blood. I'm glad you're still here. Fobbing Imperials. I figured we had at least another day or two before they'd be back. The poultices helped, but there's not a knight here who's ready for battle.
What about the Bandari?
They're here. And right now, I'm damn glad of it. The cats are all carrying Alessian bows too. I just hope those bows still shoot straight. Either way, their arrows will only do so much. If you're willing, I'd put you on the line too.
Just tell me where you want me to.
The Imperials are coming from the lake, so the worst of it will be at the northeast gate. If you'll plant yourself there and keep them from getting by, we might just make it another day.
Alright, I'll go to the northeast gate. They keep forgetting, by the way, that I'm a healer, so I can heal those knights.
If it isn't the five-clawed walker who saved our herbalists, Crazy Eye is very impressed. Are you here to help me fight these dungy Imperial dogs?
Yes, Knight Commander Sherilyn, sorry, said this would be the worst of it.
The worst, or the best, depending on your perspective, Walker.
I'm a Khajiit.
It's your turn to be impressed now. Crazy Eye has her new bow. Together, this one and you will make Imperial pie. Are you ready?
I'm ready whenever you are.
Crazy Eye is always ready. Here they come! Ha ha!
Goodbye.
Here they come! Don't worry, Crazy Eye has your back. Stand strong, Walker.
Gold!
Crazy Eye
Yay!
sees more Imperials coming. More coming. Come to Crazy Eye, you dungy shaved skin. turning back. Spotless fighting walker. Sharp claws.
Quite easy. I thought there were a bit more.
Well, that went better than expected. Not one breach of our perimeter. Guess those Bandari are good at something more than just swindling. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. The Knights of St. Pellen are indebted to those cats. To you too.
I'm just glad it worked out so well.
Now's our chance to end this, though. To make sure those raiders never show their faces here again. How would you feel about pressing our advantage?
What do you suggest?
They're in retreat now, but they couldn't have pushed off from the shore yet. I say we burn their boats, or rather you burn their boats if you're up for it.
That makes sense. I'll do it. I'll do it.
That's what I like to hear. You like to fight, don't you? I get that. When I was younger, I felt much the same. Go burn the bastards' boats then. I'll say a prayer to St. Pellen for you, for all of us.
Aw, that's nice of you. I'll burn the boats and come back! Are you trying to fight me?
To the side!
Septima Tarn? This just keeps getting better and better. Apples. While I'm at it, I can just start ransacking them. That's some natural water. I took it and it was like, nope. Gold? Gold, 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 gold. I'm a gold ramsacker. Kinko. Burn the boat, burn, burn, burn the boat.
Go around!
Really, the assassins these days have not been very well trained. What What is that guy doing there? Thank you for having me. I'll be off. I'll be off. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, spectral ghosts. Spectral mud crab. Mazur.
The Bandari scouts said they could see the flames from here. Let's celebrate! Actually, I hope you don't mind, but I went ahead and started celebrating. After everything that's happened here, I deserved a drink. Silverpaws did too.
So you two are getting along now.
Yes. I think I judged the Bandari too soon. Silverpaws is actually quite a gentleman. Or is it a gentle cat?
It's a gentle cat, of course.
I just
It's
hope
a.
he doesn't expect me to pay for this mead. No way. This one's on the house, and by the house, I mean the Bandari.
Oh, that's not nice. But thanks for the leggings anyway. Ledger Domain, Light Fingered. Vampire. I don't use those abilities, sir. No, thank you. Light armor should be spelling ward. Perfect, that's good. I can work with that. I use this. Is there anything I can use here in this map? R. What is this? Okay, garrison. Thank you for having me, guys. I am off there to the next quest. That was a call for help. That should help enough. But yeah, it's just the NPCs. Mana waste, mana waste.
I can't do my job. Not with all this going on. I know there's a war afoot and all that, but there's a problem here at the graveyard. The corpses are climbing out of their graves. I promise, this isn't my fault. I buried them all real good.
Do you know why this is happening?
No, I don't know nothing. I was just bringing Prince Adrian in here to lay him to rest in the royal crypt. But when these walking bones started popping up, I ran for it. I just left the prince's corpse laying out. What was I supposed to do?
Where's the prince's corpse now?
It's up there a ways, outside the royal crypt. One of the prince's knights stayed there to protect him. She can be noble if she wants, but I'd rather be alive. I do feel bad, though. That's why I was thinking maybe if I could find someone to help her.
I can go help her.
If you could find a way to get all those corpses back in the ground while you're up there, I sure would appreciate that. I can't make a living if I can't get into the graveyard.
How did the prince die?
Died in a battle with the Reachmen, right there, with King Aemond. You have to feel for the queen. First she loses her daughter, then her husband, and her son. Prince Adrian deserves a proper burial. Just maybe after the graveyard's safe again.
I will be there in just a second.
The prince has risen. It's a miracle.
What's going on here? I don't understand any of this. Last thing I remember, we were fighting the Reachmen outside Northglen. I saw my father fall. I tried to get to him, and then everything went black. Dame Valyrie tells me that we died? Then how am I having this conversation? I mean, I feel different. I don't even think my heart's beating, but do you think, am I undead?
It's possible. Other corpses has risen here as well.
But then why am I not ambling about mindlessly trying to kill the living? Isn't that what the undead do?
Dame
Valyrie says the gods have resurrected me, but why? Because of my bloodline? I'm sorry, this is just too much.
Is there some way I can help?
I don't know. If the dead here are rising and this is the royal crypt, have any of my ancestors risen? Maybe they can give us some answers. Would you consider venturing into the royal crypt to find out?
Yes, I can investigate.
I know it's unlikely, but I'm hoping that if I'm alive, maybe my father is too. Maybe Dame Valyrie is right. Maybe the gods are giving us a second chance.
Is your father going to be entombed here?
No. It's tradition for the kings of Evermore to be entombed at Bankerai Garrison, so they can protect our borders for all eternity. Dame Valyrie says my father lies in state there even now. Unless he's been resurrected, of course.
Should you send word that to the queen that you're alive?
My poor mother. I didn't even think of it. But this must have been torture for her. But to hear that I've risen, would this be a relief to her or some kind of horror? Best to figure out what's happening here. And then I will go tell her myself.
Do you know which of your ancestors are buried here?
No. To be honest, I only know of the kings who've been entombed down at the garrison. It's the royal crypt.
Hey, how
so
are you
surely
doing?
Someone from my family has been buried here.
Goodbye. Go in the royal crypt. How are you doing today? Oh, you're a long sleeper then. Trying to get out of bed. Ay, ay, ay. I understand how hard that can be.
This tomb was built to hold royal remains, but none remain within. The remains of the royal family have vacated this place. They return to the land of living to follow the anointed and to avenge their bloodline. Prince Adrian is the anointed. He too has been blessed to rise again.
Where did this blessing come from?
Archay himself, of course. His church sits nearby. These grounds are consecrated in his name. This was foreseen.
Gladly, why not?
Death denied the prince from defeating Evermore's enemies, but the anointed shall now command an army of the dead.
Are you certain this truly Archay's will?
A mortal cannot hope to understand the will of the divine. You must simply tell him to trust the power with which he is imbued. His destiny will unfold as he trusts his instincts.
I'll tell him what you've said. Okay, see ya later.
Whatever was in the royal crypt, at least it doesn't appear to have been lethal. Tell me though, did you learn anything? Any explanation for my unexpected return to life?
A voice said that it was a blessing from Archay, and that the undead were yours to command.
Then the gods do want something of me. I guess it's a second chance. A chance to redeem my father, myself. To get revenge. It truly is a miracle then. I could lead the undead here to defeat the Reachmen.
Perhaps that is the will of the gods.
Why else would they have brought me back? It's all starting to make sense now. This is my destiny. Our army of the living was defeated, but my army of the dead will prevail.
Will the undead respond to your command?
I don't know for certain, but when you said it, something about it just feels right. Did this voice in the crypt say anything else?
It said you should trust your instincts to guide you.
That seals the deal then. We should make preparations. I'm feeling stronger by the minute. Dame Valyria is just over there trying to figure out where the undead are coming from. Tell her what you told me.
I'll go speak to Dame Valyria. Hey, Dame Valyria Spannard!
There you are. I was beginning to worry. It seems that more and more of the dead are rising every minute. Did you learn anything in the crypt?
Well, yes. A voice told me that the prince was blessed by Archay.
Really? Maybe he's right, talking about an undead army. But if this is his army, why are they hostile? We might have to earn their allegiance. Have you seen these blue flames in the ruins? I think they're somehow inciting the undead to violence.
You think we should extinguish them?
I do. I tried holy water on one and it seemed to do the trick. If you'll take it and extinguish a few more flames, that may help pacify the undead. After that, let's meet at the monument south by the rocks. I saw someone skulking around over there.
Alright, I'll extinguish the flames and meet you at the monument. Whee! No, don't hurt me! Thunder Jesus, go! Nope! Whitecap. Nope, not going to directly fight them. Ah! No! Wow, I went over it. It's a glitch. chest. Always loot the chests. Oh.
It's a priest of Arche, but something's wrong with him. He's just completely ignoring me. I'm not sure how I might have offended him, but if the blessing on Prince Adrian comes from Arche, the priest should be able to help us.
Maybe he's just in deep prayer.
I think he's had ample time to pray at this point. With all due respect to him and to the gods, we need answers here. Will you at least see if he'll talk to you?
I'll try to get his attention.
O divine Lord, protector of the eternal balance between life and death, I beseech you, remove this dark curse from your sacred grounds.
Excuse me, I would like to speak to you.
Shh! Or do you revel in the defilement of sacred law? These burial grounds are cursed, and I am pleading with Arche to reveal the source of the corruption. Unless you know the source, please, let me be.
A voice in the crypt, in the royal crypt said, "This was a blessing from Arche himself."
It did? That would be quite a surprise, considering Arche is opposed to undeath in all its forms. Do you think the god simply changed his mind? Why would he possibly do that?
On behalf of the Prince Adrian, who has also risen.
The prince has risen as well? This scenario grows more foul by the hour. What befell King Aemond and his son was tragic, but I cannot imagine it so offends Arche that he would break the natural order.
What do you suggest then?
I don't know. I should see Prince Adrian. That's the only way to ascertain if he's truly touched by the god. In the meantime, it might help me to commune with Arche if we stopped the dark spirits from defiling the other monuments.
Shouldn't that take you to the prince first?
No. Your impatient friend here can escort me to the prince. I need your help with the spirits defiling the monuments. Destroy the defilers, and then I will have the clarity I need. After that, meet me at the church, and we can discuss the prince.
Alright, I'll destroy the defilers and meet you in the church.
Why do you fear me, priest? Is it because I can control what you cannot?
Your Highness, I'm sure he means no offense. Please, calm yourself.
As long as he treats me with the respect I deserve, we won't have a problem.
I'm out of my depth here. If it comes to blows, I can't raise my sword against Prince Adrian, but I can't stand by and watch him strike down an unarmed priest either. This is starting to look like not such a miracle after all.
What happened to start this?
Well, the good news is the undead didn't attack us. They actually bowed to Prince Adrian. Father Quiston's not exactly impressed with that fact, though. He thinks it's a very bad sign, and he told the prince as much.
So he thinks the prince has been corrupted?
Well, we tested that out, and dripped some holy water on Prince Adrian's hand. It burned. That pretty much says it all. But Father Quiston believes there's still a chance we can remove the corruption.
What do we have to do then?
We saw skeletons digging up corpses and piling them up in the mausoleums as death shrines. Father Quiston believes that cleansing the mausoleums with holy water might have some effect. I'd hate to leave the prince, though. Will you go?
Yes, I'll cleanse the mausoleums and return there. I want that sky shard. Sky shard. Leave me alone! What should I buy for DLC? to sell. It's a player. Oh, okay.
Why do you work against me? Would you have the prince spurn this blessing? The priest fears the unknown. That is why he refuses to acknowledge the gift the prince has been given. But why do you submit to this priest's direction? Are you a coward? Or do you just prefer not to think for yourself?
If this is a blessing for Arche, shouldn't the priest of Arche recognize it?
The priest is blinded by his preconceptions of power. This is a blessing for all of Bankorai. What matter is it whether it comes from Arche or some other source? The prince can sense the truth. He will give himself over to it soon enough.
No, not if we remove it, the source from the corruption.
You regard power and opportunity as corruption? Such has always been the perspective of small minds. I thought you understood, but it is clearly beyond your comprehension. Very well. You've chosen your destiny.
Goodbye. Ooh, another chest. Also be gone. I did a daily endeavor. I had no idea, but still, I did it, and that's good. For later matters. Body, a body, another body, another body. Walking corpse. I was running. I use holy water. A lot of things to actually get rid of. The skeleton should be able to just bang open the thing. But how well? Doesn't give them natural, overwhelming bone strength. Woo! This is the last tomb to cleanse. The mausoleum is mine to cleanse. Cotton.
I tried to stop him, but it was all I could do just to keep him from killing Father Quiston. Damn it all. What are we going to do now?
What happened?
The prince went into a rage. he started shouting at Father...
I didn't see you get interrupt me.
I tried to stop him, but it was... The prince went into a rage. He started shouting at Father Quiston, saying this was his church, and he was relieving Quiston of his duties. Then he just ran inside. We have to get in there and talk him down.
How do we
The
get
doors
in?
won't open. I don't know if he barred them or what. Maybe the priest knows another way in.
I'll go talk to him.
Damn it! I knew this would happen. If it had been anyone else, I would have put him to rest right away. What are you doing standing there? We have to get inside!
Is there another way in?
No. This is the only door, and the beast has locked it from the inside. There's a spare key buried under the tree in the back. You have Arkay's blessing to go and claim it. Just do it fast.
I will. Get in the tree. Get into the tree. Tree in the back. Oh, that's a giant tree. That's the tree. Normally that's a tree. It should be the big tree. Yes. Oh, I see. I see. Perfect. But the imp stool? I'm gonna get it. Alright, don't attack me when I'm doing something! No, that hurts. Gonna get that one on. I need this one on, equip. Those will be taken down. I'm in! Woo! Oh no.
And the thorn in my side returns. Your prince has accepted the gift I offered. He is a visionary. He sees beyond convention. But what about you? Do you still question the value of my blessing?
What have you done to the prince?
He suffered enough in life. In death, I am giving him the glory he deserves. I told him, by giving in to my guidance, together we could purge this land of all our enemies. He was willing to make this sacrifice. You should honor his decision.
You deceived him. He thought you were a god.
I may not be a god, but with the strength of the prince's soul, my powers are considerable. Come, see for yourself.
Goodbye. Thunderbugs, the Steel Sabathons. Scurry on, skibbity up. Maybe I should throw away one of the lesser things I have. The ice staff, destroy it. Pendejo. Pendejo.
That certainly wasn't my finest hour. But I thought it was RK. I thought he was giving me a second chance. There's nothing more foul than this creature's deception. It must have hailed from the depths of oblivion itself.
Do you know what it was after?
Death. Death and destruction. It would have given me vengeance against my enemies, but it wouldn't have stopped there. It will never stop unless we stop it. Even now I can sense the darkness inside, gaining strength again. Please, kill me.
Are you sure that's the only way?
Yes. The life force inside me is evil through and through. Thank you for saving me, friend. I wish I could have known you when I was alive. But this will have to suffice. I am ready to die. Ready as I can be, I suppose.
Goodbye.
If you have said your goodbyes, Prince Adrian, it is time.
Wait. Are you sure
all
there's
right,
no other
Valyri.
way?
I accept it. And you must too. You served me in life and saved me in death. I can be at peace now. This chill. I remember it. Goodbye, Valyri.
Well, that one's dead.
It is done. His body and soul are at rest.
It's done then. He can now rest again. For good this time. I suppose I should be relieved, but somehow I feel like I've let him down.
You realize this wasn't your fault.
I did everything in my power to protect him. If I could have taken the death blow on the battlefield, I would have done it without hesitation. He should have been king.
What will you do now?
I'll return to Evermore to serve the crown. I am still a knight. It's my duty. First, though, I will do what I came here to do. I will lay the prince to rest.
Damn it. Too many things in my bag. This is to destroy, yes. This is strong, but to destroy as well. It has no traits. Destroy. It is strong, but I will be taking it down though.
I was sworn to. I'll return to it.
Yes, thank you. Come again. I really have to go this way. Bye bye, hag. Oh, that's a long drop. I'm going to take a short route. Shortcut. Don't try this at home, kids. It's risky when I do that. I am sneaky. Ah! They detected me!
Aha! More knuckle bones for my necklace!
So he is a Dragon Knight. What did I just pick up? Oh no. Just drop it. Damn, no. Stredoid. What is this? A water skin. Lockpicks, preferably.
Aha!
Nope!
More knuckle bones for my necklace!
He just rushed right in without realizing how many people there were right behind them. Nope! Ouch.
So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you?
No, but I've brought the Reachman's leader's head.
You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you.
I could meet the Duke.
Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
Shame. Shame. Meanwhile, I'm riding on a soul-shriven horse.
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word. Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf.
I thought Duke Renchant was in charge.
He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well.
What is the Queen's concern about?
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard.
What do you want me to investigate?
Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks.
Alright, I can handle that.
I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellen. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible. Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows. After Princess Ilara was killed while under his protection, the Queen herself demanded he step down. He was crushed.
Then why does the Queen want him to consult him now?
By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnet was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses.
What are you expecting me to find?
If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance. The bottom line is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renchant because she believed he was better suited to defend the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job.
Is there a reason to believe he isn't?
Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen, and there is no doubt our defenses are stretched thin. We just want to make sure that everything possible is being done to protect the city.
Why do you need me to do all this?
With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid controversy. If people heard she was inquiring as to the state of the city's defenses, there would be an uproar. If you conduct the inquiries, however, it can be more discreet.
For real? Okay. Makes no sense at all, but who am I to question the Queen? I was trying to investigate something, but I need to get to the refugee first.
This is absurd. I've committed no crime, and they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken. And then these damn crows will eat my remains.
Why did you put you in the? Why did they put you in the stock?
For speaking the truth, nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankerai. And mark my words, they will come here next.
How do you know this?
Because I have just come from Holland Stand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up.
Why would they lock you up for that?
They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here. I don't want to be eaten by crows.
I'll see what I can do.
Truly silenced. It is the people who are shackled. The people
he's speaking to me.
With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be.
Are you trying to tell me something?
No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch.
Who are you?
I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
I guess there's nothing more to say then. Very, very, very curious. A talking crow.
Salt and snow. We have an impressive.
Sell. I want to sell this steel helmet. Oak bow. Nope.
Honor to you and your house, Sarah.
Pristine water.
I must warn you, I'm in a foul mood.
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us, not them.
You don't think the city can defend itself?
With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance! Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who.
Do you think the Duke is doing a good job?
Renchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. A loud brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild.
He refuses an offer to help to defend the city?
Sure enough. Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the Crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
I'll leave you to your thinking, then.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles.
How did you get in here?
One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows.
What is that hides in the shadows?
The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets.
What secrets?
A secret hole is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
I guess I have to wait then. Strange thing.
What do you want?
So, you're the one that saved the Queen, eh? You don't look that special.
I examined those crates. I have to report this to the Queen.
No trinkets, but the box has not been opened. The time for gifts has not yet come. Great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled.
Do you know something about this?
I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you.
Can you tell me what you know, then?
I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
I'll take your words into consideration. Speaking in riddles, this bird. I think that one is a witch. She doesn't look that well. A little bit tired, of course.
Whatever shall I do?
Yeah, I don't know what you should do, but I know that what we're doing right now is not going to be good.
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt.
I'm sorry for your losses, Your Majesty.
Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention?
Your handmaiden asked that I reported here.
Oh, of course. Glarica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchant handle all matters of state.
You don't want to know what I found out then?
I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family, I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glarica to do the same. She's already off again, investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
I'll go speak with the Duke right away then. I'll go to the Duke, and right after I'll take a break. I'll be playing something else, and I will be back tonight with more ESO. Nonetheless, it is quite a journey.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name?
Of course, Your Highness. My name is Noziska, Nightlight.
As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city?
Yes, and I learned some things the Queen wanted me to report.
Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. Oh yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it.
The guards put a refugee in the stocks for talking about the Imperials.
I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense.
There are crates of weapons and supplies at the east gate.
So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though.
The crates were stamped by Bjolsi Queen.
Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits.
That's all I have to report then.
Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters.
Are you worried that the people will question your plan?
I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
I can't help the city unless you tell me what you're planning.
All right. If you cannot be convinced to let this go. You must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that.
What's your alternative?
Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy.
You think you can trust the Imperials?
We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm.
There's proof on that ship though, isn't there?
As I said before, the Bulse Queen is off limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think I'll say no more.
Goodbye. Good, this was the stream for so far. I will be back later, by the way. And I will be streaming more ESO. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you tonight.